If I walked up to you and asked to buy your left arm for $3,000, you would scream. You would call the police. You would say that your body is priceless. But every single month, you sell your brain, your energy, your time, and your potential for exactly that amount. And you don't scream. You say, thank you. You walk into a building, you sit in a chair, and you agree to be a product. The company looked at your life, calculated the lowest possible number required to keep you alive but compliant, and printed a price tag. Maybe it is $3,000. Maybe it is $5,000. It doesn't matter. The moment you accepted the salary without a plan to escape, you stopped being a human with infinite potential. You became a line item with a fixed cost. You were sold. And the saddest part? You were sold cheap. You are not being paid for your value. You are being paid for your silence. The salary is a bribe designed to make you forget the person you wanted to be. Think about how a painkiller works. Morphine does not fix the broken bone. It simply shuts off the nervous system so you stop feeling the break. Your salary functions exactly the same way. It does not fix the fact that you are wasting your life building someone else's dream. It simply numbs the realization long enough for you to show up again on Monday. The system knows exactly how much to pay you. It is a calculated amount, just enough to buy your compliance, but never enough to buy your freedom. If they paid you less, you would quit. If they paid you more, you would eventually save enough to leave. So they keep you in the middle. The uncomfortable, numb middle. This creates a biological dependency that is terrifying to analyze. Let's look at the zoo animal theory. In nature, a wolf wakes up hungry. It has no guarantee of food. It has to track, hunt, fight, and kill to survive. The wolf is anxious, yes, but it is sharp. Its senses are alive. Its muscles are ready. It is free because it trusts its own ability to secure resources. Now, look at the dog in the backyard. The dog is fed at the same time every single day. It does not need to hunt. It does not need to fight. Over time, the dog loses the ability to track. It loses the instinct to kill. It becomes soft. It becomes entirely dependent on the hand that fills the bowl. You are the dog. The monthly salary is the bowl. At first, you accepted the job because you needed the food. But over the years, something dangerous happened inside you. Your hunting instinct atrophied. You stopped looking for opportunities. You stopped sharpening your skills. You stopped taking risks. You started relying on the schedule of the feed. And now, the idea of the bowl being taken away terrifies you. You are not afraid of failing. You are afraid of hunting. The system has domesticated you. If the cage door opened today, you wouldn't run toward the forest. You would stand there, paralyzed, waiting for someone to tell you what to do. This is not just economic reliance. It is evolutionary regression. You have traded your teeth for a paycheck. Let's break down the receipt. If you earn $3,000 a month, you are selling your existence for $100 a day. Look at your life. Look at your dreams. Are they really worth $100? That is the price of a cheap dinner. That is the price of a tank of gas. You are trading the limited hours of your consciousness for the price of a pair of sneakers. The system has convinced you that this is a fair trade. It is not. It is robbery. But because the money comes in steady drips instead of a lump sum, you don't see it as a sale. You see it as a living. But do the math. You are not living. You are being rented out by the hour like a tool in a shed. You have to run faster just to stay in the same place. The corporate structure is designed to keep you in this deficit. They call it golden handcuffs. They give you benefits, a title, and a predictable income stream. These things look like assets, but they are liabilities on your freedom. They make the pain of leaving feel greater than the pain of staying. You start to rationalize your prison. You say, at least I have health insurance. You say, at least the money is steady. You defend the very system that is draining you. You become the guard of your own cell. The system does not need to use force to keep you there. It just needs to keep the dosage of the drug consistent. The tragedy is that you are selling your most productive years for a price that was decided by someone who does not care about you. Your boss does not wake up thinking about your potential. The company does not have a meeting to discuss how to make you wealthy. Their goal is to extract maximum output for minimum cost. You are a line item on a spreadsheet, and like any expense, the goal is to keep it as low as possible without breaking the machine. You are the machine. And right now, you are running at maximum capacity for a return that barely covers your maintenance. You are being scammed. And the worst part is, you are thanking them for it every month. This brings us to the most sophisticated trap of all, the tomorrow trap. You tell yourself that this is temporary. You tell yourself that you are just doing this to save money, and once you hit a specific number, you will quit and pursue your real life. But the system is smarter than you. It invented something called lifestyle creep to ensure that tomorrow never comes. As your salary increases, your misery increases, so you spend more money trying to anesthetize that misery. You buy a better car to make the commute bearable. You buy a bigger house to feel like a king in the few hours you are actually there. You take expensive vacations to escape the reality you built. Suddenly, the salary that was supposed to be your ladder becomes your chain. You cannot quit now because you have a mortgage that matches your paycheck. You have car payments that match your status. You have upgraded your lifestyle to match your income, which means you are just as trapped as you were when you earned half as much. In fact, you are more trapped. The bribe has gotten bigger, so the fear of losing it has gotten stronger. The golden handcuffs have tightened. You are not working to build a future anymore. You are working to service the debt of your present comfort. You are running faster just to stand still. But the financial cost is nothing compared to the spiritual cost. This is the identity erase. Every year you stay in a job that requires you to suppress your true nature, you are killing a part of yourself. There is a Japanese concept called ikigai, the reason for being. The corporate structure is the anti-ikigai. It demands that you wear a mask. It demands that you care about metrics that do not matter to your soul. It demands that you laugh at jokes that are not funny and respect authority that is not competent. Over time, the mask eats the face. You forget who you were before the payroll. There is a terrifying saying. Most people die at 25 and are buried at 75. The 50 years in between are just a biological existence, not a life. You are simply a battery powering someone else's machine. When you look back at your life, you will not remember the spreadsheets. You will not remember the meetings. You will remember the vague sensation of waiting. Waiting for the weekend. Waiting for the vacation. Waiting for retirement. You are treating your life as a waiting room for a grand event that will never happen because you sold the ticket to pay for the seat. You are not selling your time. You are selling your possibility. You are selling the chance to see what you could have become if you hadn't taken the bribe. And for what? For safety? That is the final joke. The illusion of safety. You think entrepreneurship is risky. You think following your own path is dangerous. But look at your situation logically. You rely on a single source of income. You rely on the mood of one boss. You rely on the health of one industry. If that one single point of failure breaks, you lose everything. That is not safety. That is extreme fragility. True safety is autonomy. True safety is knowing how to hunt, how to build, and how to generate value without permission. The wolf in the wild faces danger every day, but it never faces the risk of being fired. The dog in the cage is safe from the rain, but it is one decision away from the shelter. You have convinced yourself that the cage is a shield. It is not. It is just a cage. So here is the silent verdict. The door is unlocked. It has always been unlocked. There are no guards. There is no physical force keeping you in that chair. The only thing keeping you there is the monthly deposit that convinces you that you are not strong enough to survive without it. You are waiting for permission to leave. You are waiting for a sign. You are waiting for the right time. I am telling you right now, permission is not coming. The right time does not exist. The system will never tell you that you are ready to stop being a battery. You have to decide to disconnect. I am not telling you to quit your job tomorrow. That would be reckless. I am telling you to stop lying to yourself about why you are there. Admit that it is a transaction. Admit that you have been bought. And once you admit that, ask yourself, is the price high enough? You have walked around with a discount sticker on your forehead for too long. $3,000 is not a salary. It is an insult. It is the market telling you that your dreams are not worth investing in. Prove them wrong, or admit they are right. In the comments below, I want you to write one number, not your salary. Write the number you actually believe your life is worth per month. If you are too scared to type it, then you are already owned.